I was just gonna kind of yell up a Gundam style at you, but I didn't want to take that privilege from you. So.
Yeah, that probably would have startled me.
You know what's a really good song also by Psy? Mother, Father, Hyakushiki.
All right. Okay. I thought you were gonna go with Daddy.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is the Ramba Ral route. Which he did right. I think Size is a big fan of Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yeah.
As we are all.
But Gundam style, Daddy, the one Colin said that I don't actually know because I only know one Psy song.
Hangover, the one he did with Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that one does rule.
That one, like, he has a lot of good songs. Not enough people are saying this.
Yeah.
Isn't there also a Psy Gundam?
Oh, well, there's a Psycho Gundam.
Okay, but not a Psy, though not a Gundam piloted by Psy himself.
Maybe he makes a cameo in a Build Fighters series or something.
I'm sure he does.
I'd watch that.
Well, we're here. Our souls have been ravaged by Vagina. And we're still getting more of it. It'll never end with us.
Yeah. It's Vegeta all the way down.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but Vagina.
Oops, all Vaginas.
It's ABB. Always be Vagina.
Every day in Vagina.
Assigned Vagina at birth.
Abab. And we're here to talk about Gundam, and I feel like these episodes these episodes are a lot easier to talk about than last week because, like, compared to the last batch we had, nothing happens this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of wow cool robots, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's like, what if we just did some fights?
I would say yes. You love to see it.
I do love to see it.
I love to see the Mega Bazooka.
Mega Bazooka.
Mega Bazooka.
Bazooka. Oh, man.
There we go. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
It came up in a nice, organic way. We didn't have to assault our listeners with that the very first thing in the episode, and I think they're all grateful for that.
We didn't have to pre-plan before the episode when we were going to allow ourselves to say Mega Bazooka.
Because we knew we were going to... Once we got on that train, there is no getting off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, would you all like to get into it with episode 10? Reunion.
Réunion.
Yeah.
They're going to Réunion.
Reunion.
We've still got this cool little intro where we fly by Saturn and there's a dead body and whatever.
It's great.
I didn't realize until this episode that that's just the kind of the standard show intro.
Yeah, that's the thing that Gundam does, right? Because this happened to me when Morgan and I were watching 0079, where a lot of times we didn't realize what the intro was, and it's just like, why are they showing this footage again? And it's like, oh, this is just the intro. And then it changes, like, randomly, sometimes they just don't have it, and it's just like, they sure do love seeing this dead guy floating around Saturn, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now that I realize this is the intro, it also makes me realize that Gundam is like a capital R, or Zeta Gundam is a capital R romantic show about space. Fucking sublime ass bitch.
It's a space opera.
Space is really cool, but also it'll kill you. Yas.
Are you telling me that there's something transcendental about saying things like your soul is weighed down by Earth's gravity?
I think there might be something transcendental about saying that your soul is weighed down by Earth's gravity, Colin.
I'm a little off-put that you're implying that there are themes in this show, but I'll go along with it for now until I can prove otherwise.
We're just making it up. This isn't based on the text at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Here's how we know there's not themes, because there's cute robots here.
There's round boys.
Yeah, little petite mobile suits.
I love the petite mobiles.
You're going to call him a little potato.
Potato.
He's a little wasabi pea.
Just, yeah, little beanpole beans just running around fixing the docks that got blown up last time.
Yeah.
They're hard
these
at
are
work.
These are called Nemos, I believe.
No,
right?
no. These are petite mobiles.
Oh no, yeah, these are the little workers that we see.
Okay. The Nemos are like the bright teal gems that like are slightly better than the regular gems.
Oh, you mean
we
the
found
ones that
them.
spend these entire episodes just kind of getting wrecked repeatedly?
Yeah, but not as bad as the GM2s do. The GM2s just they get their faces smashed in like every single shot.
Yeah, I challenge you to show me one time where a gym has done a thing. Cannot be done.
Cannot be done.
You know, they stare into the camera when Quattro's like, "My name's Quattro Vagina. I am simply Quattro." That's what the gyms do.
GM office. So this episode starts out, Camille is like everyone's repairing after the battle. Camille is still fixing up Haro. I watched these last night, and I kind of I edited a different show this morning, so my mind buffer is cleared, and my note says robot remember but human forget. Wow, what does this mean?
That's literally what it does. Camille's fixing up Haro, and Haro's like, I'm Oodle, and Camille's like, wow, this robot remembers things from 10 years ago. I don't fucking remember what happened last week. Damn.
Yeah. Well, that's not, I mean, one, the robot does have physical, memory units, and two, Haro can't experience trauma, I don't think.
No, the rounder you are, the more immune you are to trauma.
He's immune to bullets,
immune
which
to
means...
bullets.
That's trauma.
Oh.
You good, Sarah?
Yeah, sorry, I taped my mic wire to my table so it wouldn't bounce around, but also I leaned back to pet my cat, and it fell off. So now,
beans.
Now there's just going to be that ducking noise in the background.
Well, sometimes we have to sacrifice things for what we love.
Yeah, speaking of sacrificing things from what you love, that's a very bad segue because my next note is about how Emma tells Camille that he's going to get corrected.
Yeah, she gently advises him not to be a fucking baby because otherwise Mr. Wong is going to kick his ass again.
Just the fact that she's like, oh yeah, that's what it's called whenever someone in the military beats the shit out of you, and it's good actually.
She just says it out loud, like that exact thing. It's like, oh great, cool, love to be a part of this organization.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah. Time to get corrected.
Remember when we were like, oh, Ayuk is ACAB, they hate the Titans, and then it's like, oh, but it's still the military all the way down. Like this is still low-key kind of bad.
Yeah.
There's a lesser of two evils.
Just because they don't have sleeve doesn't mean they don't sort of suck, unfortunately.
Yeah, well that doesn't apply to me because I don't suck and I also never wear sleeves. So I'm just the paragon here.
Yeah, you need to teach Ayuk a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come and kick Quattro's ass. So Camille's talking to some mechanic or whatever. And they're talking about the Gundam Mark II's getting this prototype flying armor that I guess they're testing it on Mark II before they build it for the Zeta Gundam.
Yeah. Well, it's based off of Camille's designs for the Zeta Gundam.
Yeah.
Also, the mechanic is Astanage, who is he's gonna be around a lot.
Yeah, I like that name.
Yeah.
What's up, Sarah?
Is it the Mark II is not the same thing as the Zeta Gundam?
No. We haven't met the Zeta Gundam yet.
The Zeta Gundam,
what?
When they mentioned it last week or the week before, the guy mentioned that Camille designed it sort of as a synthesis of, I think, the Rick Diaz and the Gundam Mark II. It's a new thing.
So
we haven't seen yet.
Does it exist, or is it just a hypothetical?
I think it's gonna be built. I feel like it's probably there's bits of it that I guess Anaheim is making at the moment, but it doesn't exist in the show yet. Physically,
okay.
I mean.
Because I thought Camille just kind of wrote a new program for the Mark II and was like, this will improve its performance. I'm going to call it the Zeta Gundam. And it wasn't a physical thing.
Yeah.
The Zeta Gundam's a different Gundam.
Remember in Mobile Suit Gundam when they were like, oh, hey, Amuro, have some tinfoil on Gundam's ball joints. Imagine if instead they just gave him a whole new robot.
which Tomino wanted them to do in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, glad we cleared that up. The Zeta Gundam of the titular Zeta Gundam is a different robot to the one that I've been looking at and calling the Zeta Gundam in my notes.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. We all make mistakes.
Did you know that Ayuk has 80 mobile suits actually?
Yeah.
And a stolen Titan ship.
Yeah.
And a bunch of ships and all this kind of stuff. And they're going to throw it at Jaburo.
Quattro's not too pleased about this, though. He tells Emma this plan, and then she's like, I don't think you want this, bro.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's out of my hands.
He's very, he's very, kind of petulant about it, but, is still we're gonna do it. Yeah. But he gets all pouty face.
Because Emma, and this this might come up later, because Emma is like, but like, if we attack Jaburo, won't that be bad for the environment? And Quattro's like, nah, it'll be fine. We're not going to use any nuclear weapons. We're not going to use any chemical weapons. It's going to be fine. We'll take out the Titan HQ and everything's going to be grand after that. I don't know why he sounds like this now.
No, you see, Sarah, you forgot to sort of put an emphasis on it. When he says it, he says, we aren't going to use any nuclear weapons.
Yeah. No one uses any nuclear weapons. What are you talking about?
No one uses. This is the future. We have no need for such violent acts anymore.
Yeah,
we're never going to see it
weapons again. That the Antarctica said you're not allowed to use them anymore, and no one does.
Yeah.
The penguins were like, no more of this, fam. And the humans were like, yes, thank you, wise ones. Thank you, Sky Council.
We saw how, like, screwed up the Earth had gotten during the last war. We don't want that to happen again. Certainly not.
Hey, look, we see it in the next episode, and it's fine. It looks fine.
Yeah.
Certainly not in, like, an ecological watershed like the Amazon region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Quattro sort of, like, I guess tries to deflect from this, saying, like, well, we need to stamp out the Titans because if we don't, Xeon might join up with them. Surely this couldn't come to pass. And then we get to hear about a new robot friend.
Yeah. Yeah, Jared gets to pilot the Garam Masala.
Oh, the Garam Masala, yes.
The Garma Masala.
Yeah.
Garma Masala.
Oh no! Wait, I'm mixing up with a different one. This is the Marasai. This is the
Marasai.
Yeah, this is the samurai robot.
Oh, that explains why I have Jared likes Morrissey in my notes.
Yes, he pilots the Morrissey.
There is a pilot inside your Gundam. The Marasai is cool looking. I don't think we see it just yet, but like it looks like the Sazabi and the Hyzak had a baby, which like chronologically doesn't make sense, but it's cool looking. It's like the Hyzak with a cool samurai helmet.
Yeah,
and it's all red.
It's definitely like, oh man, like if you put a bunch of mobile suits in a row, like, you know, level 1 Zaku, level 10 Marasai, level 50 boss Sazabi is down the road that way.
That's how Titan works.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of another Morrissey joke, but I can't.
We'll get there. Yeah, just blurt it out when you get there.
Yeah.
And they mentioned how Anaheim is supplying both sides in this war, because, you know, military industrial complex, am I right, gamers?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh,
icky.
bye, cat.
Bye, cat.
Our guest is leaving us.
Beans. I guess they don't like war. Who can blame them?
Yeah, cats famously don't like war. But yeah, it was in this scene that I realized that, and I don't think I've mentioned this on podcast with my voice, but that Jared is just Johnny Bravo.
Oh, whoa, mama.
Oh man, he needs to get Quattro's sunglasses, and then his transformation will be complete.
If see Jared with Quattro's sunglasses, I will be launched into a blind rage, because nothing could make me more angry than the bastard man of Jared wearing the good man of Quattro's sunglasses and accessories and clothing. I would hate it very
Jared
much.
Really
no, thank you.
grew on me these episodes.
He's getting better.
Like,
he's just a rude little guy,
and it's just quite funny. And I'm like, ugh, you go, you funky little Johnny Bravo.
He is like. He's the fail son that you root for.
Yeah.
I am getting endeared to him, but if only because, like, he is surrounded by a comical amount of misfortune.
Yeah. Like, if he ever stops sucking, I'll be like, well, fuck you then. But
yeah, I want to see this. I want to see this guy get his shit pushed in like every week.
Yeah.
He's a very good rival.
He's 24 and he hates the 17-year-old boys so much.
Like, I remember, like, when I was 24, I was, like, working in, like, the child teen summer program of theater, and, like, some of the other kids in the costume department were, like, 16, 17, and I was just like, these are all my children now. I will take care of them and teach them the ways of how to do costume good. And just, can you imagine just hating a child for just obsessive fucking this guy?
Grow up.
Well, imagine on your first day of camp counseling, and you accidentally fly your sewing machine into the dining hall, and kill several people. And meanwhile, one of the camp attendees shows up and just immediately starts making a Gucci velour suit. Just immaculately. And that's, now you understand how Jared feels.
Okay, and now I'm getting mad. Now I am getting very mad.
Gotta teach this punk a lesson.
Like, oh, you just know how to baste the seams on your velvet suit without having, like, looked it up? Fucking new types.
Wow. Cool fashion.
Yeah.
So we see the Titans, like, spying on the Sichuan, which is the Titan ship that Ayuk stole. We get this really cool, like, piano and string battle track as this whole thing sort of pops off, where like the Marsais are taking off. They got a squad of Hyzacs. The Argama and the other ship is taking off, because so it's like we're basically trying to stop them from leaving Amon City on the moon.
Yeah, I want to say the name of this track is specifically Mobile Suits, and they play it in combats all the time, and it rules. It's one of my favorite songs.
They sure are.
But hey, oh yeah, so also, like, the Argama's getting shot at, and, like, Heineken is like, deploy the child soldier.
Heineken!
I do not know his name, and also he fucking leaves soon.
Henkel?
Yeah, Henken.
We won't need to know his name. We won't need to know his name after this episode.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Guess what? Camille gets to shoot Big Bazooka.
Wait, Camille gets to shoot the big bazooka?
Camille,
he has a regular bazooka, yeah.
Oh, he's got the normal. He's got that bazooka.
Yeah,
bazooka.
It like fires like special ammunition that blows all the missiles up, though. That's like, it's really cool. It's nice to look at. It's cool.
It looks like one of those really sick mortar fireworks that fires, and then a bunch of smaller fireworks come out, and then a couple seconds later they go off, and it's like, whoa! It's like an explosion within an explosion.
Yeah.
I surely did not expect this to come to pass.
More explosions? Wow.
Yeah.
I think, and this is when we get to see the Nemos.
Yes. Our good turquoise boys.
They're color good. Yeah. They don't really fight good, but that's just because they're grunts.
Our guest is back.
Oh, okay.
Your cat heard us talk about Nemos.
Yeah, your cat loves the Nemo.
And as we all know, cats love fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's here to Finding Nemo.
We found them.
We find the Nemos.
Hey, someone tell me what Quattro does.
Quattro no-scope beam sabers a guy.
It is the sickest thing in the world. I love... What if a minion killed?
Minions have killed and will kill again.
You cannot stop them.
Oh, man.
This particular minion wasn't built during the 1 Year War, so it cannot be accused of any war crimes.
Yeah.
It's a loophole, yeah.
Well, yeah, we're currently not in... This is never even called a war. This is referred to as the GURPS conflict, or the GRIPS conflict, whatever the fucking place is called.
It's the Gorilla Grips pussy conflict.
Like, no one wanted to play the general universal role-playing
system,
thank you, Sarah.
There
was a lot of conflict about it. But yeah, it's so cool. Like, Camille is in the Mark II, which is like quite like a neutral, toned down, subtle color palette, doing big explosion. And then meanwhile, Quattro, who's in like the bright, shiny gold minion robot, is just like sneaking around the back, like ninja killing other mobile suits in cool and quiet, sneaky ways. Like,
yeah, so cool. Just running up to a mobile suit and putting his bead saber up against the cockpit and saying, "My good friend Char Aznavour said, blame it on the misfortune of your birth." And then just turning it on and just blowing the guy up and flying away.
It's cool. Like,
this is the coolest man I've ever seen.
I know war is bad, but wow, cool robot.
Not just because he wears sunglasses, although that is 90% of why he's cool.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's his. You see him, and his sort of fashion is a signifier of how cool he gets to be in the show itself.
Oh man!
So Camille is getting attacked by both two Morriseys.
Yes, two Morriseys.
Yeah, two of them. A fate worse than death.
Yeah, and he says, "To die by your mobile suit, what a wonderful way to die."
I love our beautiful fail son Jared, because at one point Kakarkan knocks Camille down and he's like trying to get back up, and he like blasts his thrusters out while still remaining on the ground to throw up dust, and Jared's like, rookie mistake, and he still gets his mono eye like blasted off as soon as he tries to go into the dust cloud to get Camille.
Camille voice, I rev up my Gundam, creating a huge cloud of smoke. When the smoke dissipates, Jared is lying dead on the pavement.
It's so good.
Oh Oh man, it does show how smart Camille is. Camille knows how to do smoke screen. He knows how to boost cancel. He knows how to rainbow step. He's been putting the time in.
He's been grinding.
Playing ranked all weekend.
And this is we see that this is when I found out the little working robots from earlier were called petite mobiles. Because this big fucking what's his face Isaac comes out and just like kicks them away, and I was very sad. It's very shocking.
So is this Mr. Wong?
It is Mr. Wong, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Why is this dude... Like, this guy doesn't seem like the guy to actually, like, go in the battle and participate.
I guess it's probably their attempt to, like, make him slightly more sympathetic, that he's not just some, asshole bigwig that beat the shit out of Camille for no reason. He's also, I guess, willing to get out there and, like, fix up the base, and he does save Camille. He shoots a guy with a big beam cannon.
I got very excited later on in this episode because I was like, oh yeah, cool, that's so cool. Like Camille got saved by like a petite mobile by like some guy in a bit. Oh, that's Mr. Wong.
Yeah, and like I thought he was Austinage at first, and I was like, oh yeah, Austinage is coming in clutch. And no, it's not. It's Mr. Wong.
More like Mr. Wrong.
Hey, like we handed it to him, and now I'm trying to take it back.
Yeah, no, it's under no circumstances do you have to hand it to him.
Yeah.
Jared does get owned with the head Vulcans. That's very fun to watch.
I like when the head Vulcans work. They never do, but when they do work, is like it's pretty sick. It always comes in clutch. And then Quattro and Camille have to retreat to join up with the Argama because like everything's already launched by now. They've successfully done this battle. They got to fly up, and then like as it turns out, if you are like not being whiny and you do your job good, everyone is nice to you and calls you a new type.
Yeah. Hankins like Camille's a good boy.
he just gets a lot of praise for like killing people. Yay.
Yeah. This could be an ongoing thing that, maybe even despite their best intentions, by copying certain, methods and formulas, sometimes it's not great.
Camille also does say, like, when someone's like, hey, new type, he's like, do not call me that, not even as a joke, please do not call me new type.
It's really funny.
I'm simply a normal boy.
I'm a normal boy. Quattro Bayuna is a normal man.
I'm a normal boy with my normal wasabi pea friend.
It's so normal. Oh, you love him. Speaking of the wasabi pea, this might be skipping a bit. I think the only thing that happens before we get not safe for work Haro is the Argama like launches and drives around space a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see like a kooky asteroid that disappears, and they're like, everyone's kind of scared of what it might be. But then Camille's like, "Oh, it's the Temptation. It's Bright's ship."
Yeah, it's like putting out some distress signal. I guess it's like reaching both sides, so everyone's like really, really worried.
Okay, because no one picked up my bit about Haro being not safe for work, I am going to need to go back and have us acknowledge that Haro is a not safe for work item. He is a hazard, and he does hurt people on the ship by being an orb that flies around.
No, he'll fly around. It's fine.
He's just a mischievous little guy. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
That's fair. It's his right. He is here to cause mischief because, as established, Haro is a minion.
Let Haro fly, let his soul be freed from gravity, and give him full control of the ship. It's whatever.
Let Haro be the captain.
Let Haro be the captain, yeah.
It's the meme. It's the two books. The really long book is 1 Year War, and the really short book is 1 Year War if Haro had a gun. But they go out to investigate the distress signal from the Temptation, and
Mega Bazooka. Mega Bazooka. Mega Bazooka. Mega Bazooka. Mega Bazooka.
Mega Bazooka.
Mega Bazooka. We get to see the Mega Bazooka, which is the Hyakushiki's kind of like defining extra thing. And it's a big bazooka.
It's
with
larger
a razor
than
scooter
the
pedal.
Hyakushiki.
It has a stirrup in it.
Yeah.
It's
got
like handles.
Yeah.
What if you had a gun that you could ride? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's really sick.
Hey, that's just Quattro Regina, isn't it? He's got guns.
He does. 2 of them. Yeah.
I've forgotten the joke I was going to make. Sorry.
Beans.
I was trying to think of a Temptations song, but I still haven't thought of one.
I don't even know what that band is.
Yeah, again, I'll let you know if I come up with something.
Okay. So they go investigate the shuttle, and then all of a sudden, this like stupidly fast mobile armor starts flying in.
Yeah.
And like it's freaking Quattro out, which is not a good sign.
Yeah, this not to be remotely serious on this podcast for 1 second, but the kind of the introduction of this guy is just like of his breathing in the spacesuit, and then that kind of echoes onto like Quattro's breathing, and it's does a really good job of like creating like a air of what the fuck, of like almost like pre-panic attack vibes. This only occurs to me because whenever I became Gundam and I put the Gundam on my body, the cardboard Gundam that I made, the only thing you hear is your breathing, and it's like quite scary. It's very good here.
And also with that, if you go back to a lot of Camille's new type moments so far, usually they'll be kind of like prefaced with like just the only sound you hear is Camille breathing until like there's and like stuff starts happening and action happens.
Right,
so it's
yeah.
I think definitely the thing that they're trying to tell us is that this man is some kind of spooky space wizard. And he's coming for you.
He's coming. He's so fast. And I love that we get like, the introduction of the Mega Bazooka. And it's, this big, powerful, really cool looking gun, and like Quattro just like totally like misses with it.
Yeah.
But it's fine because the space wizard just flies away anyway.
Yeah.
Just inconsequential.
It also kind of feels like one of those guns where if you fired it and it just went anywhere near a mobile suit, the mobile suit would explode whether it got hit or not.
Yeah.
It has aftertouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They rescue Bright's shuttle, and Fa's there. Fa's hanging out.
Yeah.
Fa. It's just like, it's good. I don't know. I like Fa. She's cool.
And like I think like Bright comes on to he's like in a shuttle full of people, and he's like, "All right, guys, we got saved," and then comes on to the Argama, and he's just kind of like, I don't know when he says it, but he's like, "Oh man, this is the second time I've lost a ship. Oh,
Oh geez, oh gosh,
oh beans, oh no."
oof, ow, my rank.
Oh, ow, my ship, my white base. I love to see Quattro and Bright shaking hands.
Yeah.
It's very funny to me.
Why? They're just two ship captains.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
one captain,
I know.
one lieutenant.
I think it's just because, like, Bright seems to be so respectful of Quattro, like, just right away. Like, he just trusts this guy immediately. It's just
yeah,
like,
he deserves respect and trust.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just funny to see, like, some sort of decently high-ranking Federation guy just like randomly immediately trusts the guy who saves him without even thinking about why. It's just it's a little thing.
And they know a lot of the same people too, but you do kind of get the feeling that like Bright and Quattro specifically don't know each other. So it's cool to kind of see them be a little bit awkward. It's like, oh yeah, I know Amuro, you know Amuro, I know Shar Aznavour, you know Shar Aznavour.
What a small world.
Yeah.
What a small world. Camille like kind of comes up afterward and is like, "Oh, Bright, you give me your autograph once." But before
I stole
he can
the Gundam in front of you.
yeah. But like before he can like say anything, or before Bright can like say anything in back, we get fa 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 better run away. Hey, Fozzie.
Yeah, Fall like tackles Camille and is like telling him about how her parents got captured by Basque and Bright saved her, and like Camille's like, fuck the Titans.
Yeah, it's like a lot because they're in, low gravity, so like she fucking body tackles him and then just go like flying across the hangar and like end up on the ceiling like when she's like clutching Camille, and it's like, oh, she's had a bad time.
It's a powerful moment.
Yeah. They've finally been reunited. I hope that they get plenty of screen time together for several more episodes.
This is also when I realized that space is not only capital R romantic, but small r romantic, because like everyone's like clutching onto each other all the time because of like the low gravity. So you just kind of, in space, you have to cuddle.
You have to. And it's good and normal. Everyone likes it.
This is why Haro is good, is because you can cuddle Haro and Haro's a friend.
It's true. Many are saying this. So that's the end of that episode. And next up is episode 11.
Yeah.
Entering the atmosphere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
So I don't know why or what the reason for this was.
Uh-huh.
But so I've been watching the English version, the what some may call a dub. And for this episode only, not any of the other ones, not the next one, no good intro music. Get fucking garbage orchestra funeral dirge bullshit fucking.
Yeah, it sucks. It's the Argama theme specifically. It's because the guy who wrote I think it's called Beyond the Stars is the original OP. Like worked in America as a singer-songwriter as well as in Japan. So actually a different company holds the rights to his music in America, and they weren't able to afford to get the rights for it for the American release. So unless you have a specific like Japanese rip of a Blu-ray or something, or you have the Japanese Blu-rays, you will not get the original Zeta theme on the disc.
But it's so weird because it's like for this the rest of the episodes that I've been watching in the dub have the good OP, but just not this episode. Maybe it's called Entering the Atmosphere, and we're going down to Earth, and it's all gonna obviously it's gonna suck because gravity sucks. So maybe they just wanted to make me feel shit, which worked.
It worked, yeah. No, I thought something was wrong at first when I started up. I was like, why is this not like the opening theme? Because when I watch the episodes in VLC, it like defaults to the English track. It's like, no, thank you, not this.
Yeah.
The episode starts out. We see the space wizard from earlier, docking with an Earth Federation ship.
He has the music that accompanies him is like this cool fucking organ music, like fucking Orochimaru Castlevania type.
Yeah, he's a Dracula. He's a
Dracul.
He's Phantom of the Gundam.
This is a very musical episode this week.
I like this, yeah. We learn he tells the captain there, he's like, turn your ship towards Earth, we gotta go get Ayug. And the guy's having none of it. He doesn't believe this guy. He just wants this creepy Hubert Fire Emblem looking ass off of here.
He's like, I would rather die than be under Earth's gravity. Fuck that shit.
Same, buddy. Same.
Do you think my weird hairdo is gonna work under gravity? No, it's not.
He's normal. He's just wearing like a what are those called? Headbands.
Yeah, but do you ever like put a headband on and then specifically like tease your hair out of it so it makes a little like mushroom cap on top of your head?
I thought he was wearing a beret.
Yeah, because I nicked them. I've written the word Cuchulainn in my notes because I swear to God I've seen like an illustration from like a Irish children's book of Cuchulainn, and he's got that hair.
Maybe this
I don't know if
this
it's like an old like fucking Celtic type hairstyle that there's just like a little headband, but I've definitely seen this in like a kid's book somewhere.
Everyone looked like that.
Yeah, he looks like a children's, like a not anime Cuchulainn, but like mythology Cuchulainn.
Yeah.
Okay, I found a picture of what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to be from somewhere like way out in deep space because he said he's going to go back to his mothership, the Jupitris, but I guess he's just from Ireland.
Well, what happened is they attached a bunch of rockets to Ireland and sent it into space. Northern Ireland is still on Earth because that's Belfast from Gundam, but the actual Ireland they sent into space.
They were like, we still haven't achieved unification in the UC 0079, so we're just gonna kind of call it quits and leave.
We're just gonna give up on it, yeah.
Just to get away from Britain, we're gonna attach a bunch of rockets to it.
Yeah. We do learn the name of Dracula's cool mobile armor.
Is this the Garam Masala?
Yes, this is the Garam Masala.
I like it. It's a nice purple.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
What if it was purple?
It's got those really big boosters. Like, it looks like it can go real fast.
It does. We seen it.
Yeah.
I think next we cut over to the hangar in the Argama. Camille's checking up on
I've
Gundam.
got one more joke.
Yeah, hit me.
Boys go to Jupitress to get more Stupitress. Thank you. Camille has an orange jumpsuit now.
I like that. I like his look. It's cool.
Yeah.
It goes well with his blue hair.
He's doing his work, his mechanic work. Foz coming around with lunch.
Yeah, she just has a job now as like the Argama's dinner lady.
Well, you see, she's a woman, so she has to deal with food and giving it out to people.
Yeah, because women should be at home with children, as we learn in this episode.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, you know what we don't have on the ship? The one thing we don't have is we don't have a Frau Bow, so I guess Fa, you're that now.
Instead of Frau Bow, it's Fa Ba. So, yeah, stuff happened. They talk a little bit. Bright and either Quattro or Bright and Hank will show up. I don't even know anymore. But look at me. Hankel. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, they just
they just make him the captain.
Yeah.
So they hire Bright, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. It's they're employing the expertise of like Bright, who's kind of done military stuff before. I thought they were just gonna give him a job helping or as a lieutenant. But no, Henkel is just like, oh, you're the captain now. Bye.
So what if you want to be realistic about it, maybe Henkin was on a Salamis class ship during the 1 Year War, which is a space only ship. So maybe they're oh, we're gonna go do this Earthside operation. We need a captain that has experience on Earth. Bright's right here, really great. Federation's been just having him pilot a shuttle around, which is really dumb. Let's give him the Argama. He can handle this whole operation. It'll be great. What I actually think happened is that Emma filed a sexual harassment complaint against Henkin, and just really could not have him go down there.
Yeah, I mean, good riddance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking goodbye, Heineken. I mean, my actual theory is that
babe.
Heineken is just trying to write fucking real life white base fan fiction, which is kind of what's happening here.
Yeah.
He spent the last 10 episodes being like, right, I've got to get my Amuro character. I find a great kid to cast as my Amuro, and now I've got a Bright. Let's just put him in. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Bastard man.
But on some better news, so the way last episode was called Reunion?
Yes.
And the reunion in question was between, Fa and Camille. That happened at the end. I genuinely thought at one point that the reunion was going to be between Bright and Harrow.
Yeah!
But that happens now.
Harrow asks how Bright is, and this is, I'm partially right in my theory that it's programmed to recognize, it's programmed with different people from White Base, because they say, Harrow is programmed to know Amuro and Bright's name, because Bright's, as important as Amuro is, I guess.
Yeah. He is famous enough that young men want to get his autograph when he pulls into the station in his, little space bus.
Exactly.
But it's just nice that, Harrow's the one that recognizes Bright, so, we could be pretty sure that this is the OG Harrow, and not just one of the many toy versions of Harrow that I talk about.
It's truly impossible to say.
Yeah.
I like the little parallel we get here between Camille and Amuro, because Fa tries to give him special pilot food instead of the regular food.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, just give me regular food. It's fine. I want to be normal. It's just these boys.
He needs He needs that vitamin pilot though.
He needs the vitamin P.
Yeah. Vitamin P.
He's
got to keep his pee healthy.
He needs his new type juice. They've got to pump him full of that new type juice.
It's got to be a healthy, clear color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, did you know that Bright fucked?
Bright fucked.
That's
exactly what I've written in my notes as well.
Yeah.
Bright fucked.
Yeah.
With Mirai.
Yeah. And Quattro's like, oh, do you have a boy and a girl? Oh, lucky guess.
Quattro's new type ability is assigning gender to children.
Oh,
disgusting.
We have to cancel Quattro. Damn.
I
mean, we say assign male at birth. Is who does the assigning? Now we know.
It's Quattro. Quattro's out here enforcing the gender binary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We find out later that Quattro is the one who assigned Fa to lunch duty.
Oh, yeah. Stop assigning Quattro.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Just stop doing it, my man. And we get a little scene here. Fa's worried about Bright because she's like, well, Bask took my family because, you know, I know people who are in AUG, so what's to stop Bask from taking Bright's family too?
Oh yeah,
I'm like, I don't like this guy.
We learned that Mirai and their 2 kids like live in Jaburo.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not great. Not great.
But yeah, like Bright's just kind of sitting in the captain's chair now.
Bro, I'm just sitting here.
Bro, he's back in the seat. Or in a new suit.
Where he belongs.
He deserves a nice gamer chair.
I want to see Bright in, like, not Federation outfit, though.
I know. I was really sad they didn't give him, like, a sleeveless outfit.
Oh my god.
I hate to tell you.
They could have made...
He never takes that thing off.
That makes sense because he's such a like a little narc.
He wears it for all of this. He wears it for all of Double Zeta. I think...
Right.
The trailer for Hathaway's Flash, he's wearing it in that too. Like, he just never takes it off.
What a loser!
They could have at least cut the sleeves off it with like a big pair of space scissors.
They could sew him. Yeah, they can sew him back on later. Like, you know,
maybe what the rule is.
That's fine.
The rule is that they like measure your arm width, and you can't take your sleeves off until your arms are like a certain diameter.
Okay, yeah, and
a certain circumference. He's never gonna get there. He's always so busy piloting the ship, he never has time to go into the gravity chamber.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does have a very high protein diet of burgers, so he could get there if he really put the effort in.
God, I'm hungry. I want a Berkey.
Berkey.
And then this is when we get like confirmation. Real quick, I think we see Jared and Kakarkan scheming how to stop AUG, like how to intercept them on their like descent. We
also see the Titans like testing out some cool cushions to like go into the atmosphere and stuff. Yeah, called the balut.
Oh, the kiddie pool.
The kiddie pool, yeah. It's you know what it is? It's a little like when you would go to like sit in the gym in like elementary school, and there's that big sort of tarp thing, the parachute thing.
Oh
that
yeah,
you,
the
like,
parachute
pull up, and
thing.
everyone goes and sits under, and it like still like remains aloft when everyone's sitting on it. It's that.
It's good to know that they were training us with those because I guess theoretically they can like protect us from school fires or atmospheric reentry or whatever.
Yeah,
really tough material. That
to re-enter the atmosphere, you just need a bunch of trained 10-year-olds with a parachute and you'll be grand.
Yeah.
Child soldiers, baby.
Well, Amuro did it with a shower curtain.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that was a special condom designed specifically for Gundam. It wouldn't work with anyone else.
Oh, yeah. Like, Bright and Quattro, like, do some bonding. Bright is like, Quattro, please save my family when you're down there.
Yeah. I do like how Bright mentions, he's like, Mirai is practically a new type herself. It's like, yeah, buddy, we know. We saw 0079.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Quattro didn't. So he's got to explain.
That's true, yeah, Quattro didn't. He was, I don't even know what he was doing during the 1 year war, but I'm sure it was something important. And then he mentions how, like, he recommended Mirai to join AU. So they're already, like, kind of already radicalized by this point.
Yeah, they're ready to go. They're all in.
Me too. My next note is goodbye forever, babe. Hinkle leaves.
Hinkle leaves. He's got a big suitcase. He tells Emma
I love his comically large suitcase.
Yeah. He's got. Hey, what if he had just like a stick with like a handkerchief tied on the end of it?
Yeah.
And a little cap.
He just like steps out. He like just steps out to like a little Gundam launching point and like floats away.
He's whistling in space.
I hope he
goes on the space railroad.
I hope he just goes into space and never comes back.
Me too. Don't like this dude.
I don't want to see him again.
I don't, and this moment is weird too, right? Because he just like is sort of like giving Emma looks. He asks her to like lead the Jaburo assault.
Yeah.
And Fa sort of walks in and sees them just staring at each other, and I guess she's jealous because she wants that with Camille, is my read on it.
Or like doesn't want to interrupt them because she thinks it's like a moment or something, when it's mostly just like, hey, Emma, you're leading the assault. You're a number 1 lieutenant now.
I don't know why he's the one to make that decision, but okay.
Because he's a fucking sex pest.
Ugh.
Oh, I want to talk about the way that Camille is standing whenever they go into his room.
Yeah, okay. I think that doesn't happen quite yet. We see what happens? We get a little scene with Dracula. He wants to go out alone without any backup Hyzax because he's Dracula. He can just do that.
Yeah.
And then we see Camille. We see the Titans testing their balloon. We see Camille testing his cool hovercraft, his boogie board.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got to make the wings fold out. It's really weird. They have this. They make a big deal about it having transformational aspects to it when it's just a boogie board. I don't know. We'll see if that pays off. If that's important later, who knows?
Right, probably not.
Yeah.
And then we get the scene with Camille.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Fa walks in. He's got all his lights off. He's wearing a tank top and some slacks, and you just hear this charming man.
He's
Craig.
He's not doing the Kylo Ren pose. Well, he's kind of doing the Kylo Ren pose.
He's doing a 3/4 view Kylo Ren pose.
He's he's in there. He Fa just interrupted his Linkin Park session.
He's puffing out his chest, and he's just so embarrassed when Fa walks in.
Yeah, he's because he's got no sleeves in, he's holding his arms as far away from his body as possible to just kind of feel like he has big arms. But he's a child.
He's baby. Oh god. This conversation is a disaster too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only note I have for it is him yelling. It's just bad.
It's just bad. It's effective in that these are both teenagers who don't know how to sort of deal with their trauma. Mm-hmm. But Fa walks in, she's like, I didn't know about your parents dying, I'm sorry. And then Camilla's like, well, I'm sorry about your parents, they got captured because of me, what do you want me to do about it? I don't even want to do any of this here. And then Fa starts sobbing and runs off. It's just both of these, I don't really want to put the fault on either of them because they're going through it, but Quattro needs to hire a therapist aboard the Argama ASAP.
Yeah. I have a statement written down. What if the ship had exactly 2 teens on it?
Bro, we are just teens. That's what this episode is.
Yeah. I feel like if Rekoa was still here, this is a problem that she could solve probably pretty easily, but instead we have a bunch of emotionally traumatized adults who are probably child soldiers, just being whatever, get in the robot.
Yeah. You think Emma can do anything to solve this? Absolutely not.
It's weird. It's weird how child soldiers grow up to be emotionally compromised adults who just kind of have no way of dealing with anything that's out of their. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it definitely makes sense why Quattro would say something like, "I really only know how to be a soldier." I wonder what traumatic thing happened to him to make him feel that way.
He probably got a boo-boo in a fight one time, and it hurt a lot.
Yeah,
he didn't like it.
Yeah. Someone threw a rock at him, and it hit him in the forehead. And
he had a bad time at war camp.
Yeah. Someone gave him a wedgie one time.
Someone tried to dunk him in the toilet. Someone took his sunglasses off, and then it was just all downhill for him.
Yeah. There's the next kind of scene is the sort of the start of the battle that happens for the next episode and a half.
Yeah.
There's a cool launching montage of all the cool robots.
Gundam's a plane now.
Gundam's boogie boarding. Gundam looks like me whenever I go to the beach and I try to boogie board, and the entire week I get 2 good waves.
Well, Gundam gets some good waves later.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Here's the important thing. The Masala shows up and just hashtag Lala Soons wrecks an entire battleship.
It's I guess Masala is sort of the Gundam syndrome where it's we just turned a battleship cannon into a normal gun for a robot, because it just completely wrecks a ship right away. It's just going so fast, beating ass. You love to see it.
Yeah. It's just,
I like Dracula.
It's so fast. It's so it's because its mobile armor is just a weird shape. Very inhuman.
Yeah. It looks like a strange sort of jet.
Yeah.
But with not the front half.
It's a big Dorito.
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 Oh, Dorito. Pachina.
Mega bazooka. No, we can't. It's already happening to me.
We can't. It's happening again.
It's Pavlovian.
It's quite nice to see Bright directing everything again. He's out here playing Fire Emblem in space.
Yeah. But Emma kind of breaks formation and isn't because she's got to really keep everything together, but she runs off to go help out. and everyone like, is it Henkin or is it Bright who's like, Camille, you have to be the one because the Gundam is the most maneuverable with your.
Bright.
We haven't seen Henkin in 10 minutes, and we'll never see him again.
Yeah, he died as soon as he stepped out of the airlock. It's interesting to me that Emma's the one going off the handle now. Like, normally it's Camille's job, but I guess because she's like, oh, the Titans are attacking us, and like, I need to get answers. Because once again, we get that tease of like, I'm fighting against the Titans, like, not because of this, but and then just like, oh, something happens to distract her from saying it.
She's still come on, Emma, say the thing.
Just say it.
I think I think part of this is one, as we'll see, she loses an arm and ends up having to stay behind with the Argama.
Her robot loses an arm.
Her robot loses an arm. And so I think part of it is like they wanted to make some room in the cast for when they go down to Earth. But I also think part of it is like, this is we've made some hashtag funny jokes about it so far, but like, this is where we start to see things creep in that like Tomino really badly writes women a lot. And we finally get Emma, who's like an accomplished like pilot and like a good commander, and is like seen as like really level-headed, having this kind of like emotional, oh, I have to run off and go help. Like, I don't understand that like it's more important that I'm the linchpin for this formation of 80 mobile suits that's about to go into Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah, the reason Gundam as a franchise has gone on for so long is because the series will end once Tomino is able to write a full series where a woman isn't like emotional and impulsive, and like that's when like the Devil's contract will break, but he just can't do it.
Wow, great! We'll have Gundam forever.
Yeah, right. Oh, forever. Well, it's like the monkey's paw curse, but it's good actually. As it turns out, though, the Masala is just Starscream, because this thing's a transformer.
Yes.
Yeah, it like unfolds into a whole ass robot.
It looks really sick. And I love this thing.
And everybody has a fucking new type moment when it happens. Like,
it does a JoJo's color shift. Yeah. It's great.
Zeta is here.
We still haven't gotten the actual name of Space Dracula, which is kind of has thrown me. But like, he does Hubert Fire Emblem's second crit quote, which is just a maniacal laugh. And it's just a really good laugh. And I said to myself, oh, this is my favorite kind of anime character. Excellent.
Yeah.
Just a creepy asshole.
Yeah. Quattro's like, he's not Amuro, he's a different type, like, thinking about the Space Dracula's immense new type power as he begins to just wreck house, which I think, he has a transforming mobile suit. He's not a type like Amuro, and he's not a type like Quattro, which means he's a switch, so we've confirmed that Space Dracula is verse.
Okay.
This is the kind of hard-hitting investigation that sets our Gundam show apart from the rest.
Yeah. This is the intellectual research that Gundam needs.
Yeah, this is the true critical analysis.
This is the true critical analysis.
Titans be attacking as they do. And now, like, the Masala is feeling pressure from Quattro. I guess he's mustered his resolve. But the Masala's like, damn, gravity, huh? See ya.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm not going down there. Bye.
Earth fucking sucks shit. I'm not dealing with it.
I ain't going near that
Could not be me.
Ew.
Icky.
Disgusting.
Foz having a moment. Like, she's grabbing Haro and she runs to the bridge because I guess she, like, is worried about Camille. She wants to watch him fight. And, she gets to the bridge and, like, everyone's just like, okay, whatever. Like, you're here already. Just sit down and, like, clam down, please.
Yeah, everyone's just like, please get out of my way. Just everyone.
I do like, it is kind of funny. They, like, I guess it's, like, unsafe for her to run back through the ship. But it's just, like, Bright's just like, okay, just, like, sit down next to me and, like, just watch, I guess. Whatever. I can't do anything about this. Yeah. I have more important priorities right now.
Yeah. Like, Emma has a moment here where she's like, oh, I really need to go down to Jaburo, even though I don't have an arm. I can do it without an arm. And, like, Quattro has to, like, drag her back to the Argama.
Yeah, like, it's a very tense moment, though, because, like, it's just like when they're re-entering in 079. It's like, you're really worried about, like, the whole gravity thing, and we've seen that, like, the show's not really, like, concerned about killing people off really, really quickly, so I was like, I hope Emma's okay.
Yeah.
And she is.
It's really nice to see, like, the lengths that Bright goes to, like driving the Argama like really, really low so he can get back on it, and then being like, all right, okay, we got her. Did we get her? Okay, let's pull back up.
Yeah. And at this point, they're all like, starting to do the reentry thing. Yeah, also, something that I didn't really like to see that much is as Quattro brings them back up on the ship, Bright is like, he's like mimicking slapping her.
Yeah,
he's like, it's just like, buddy, I'd like to see you again, but not if you're gonna pull this shit.
Like, because he's like, bring her in for disciplinary action, and just does the arm motion, and I'm like.
Yes, it's like an iconic thing for your character to do. That doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, we don't love to see it. In fact, we just talked for like probably an hour last time about how we don't love to see it.
Yeah, maybe don't actually.
Yeah.
In this case, perhaps.
But you know what
Just
I do
my
love
onion.
to see?
Uh-huh.
Hyakushiki get cushion.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody puts on their minion overalls, and then it turns out they're all filled with kiddie pools.
yeah. It's just, I like this. I like that they're all like falling like back to Earth, or rather like their back is facing Earth as they fall, which is where the cushion comes out and surrounds them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared and Kakarkan are in the Marasais, like antagonizing Camille, who's still on the boogie board.
Yeah.
I guess, and like.
It's very cool that like because he's on like the plain boogie board thing, like he can still fight and do stuff and like zip around while everyone is like just having a wee nap in their cushions.
Yeah, like you're in the cushion, there's nothing you can do about it. Camille can still move his arm, and
Turns out,
Kakarkan is
one arm's all you need. Emma was right.
Yeah, Jared is like actually trying to be less of a fail son in this moment.
Yeah,
he's like, come on bro, we gotta pop the balut.
His single brain cell activates again and is like, it's getting hot in my mobile suit, I am getting in my kiddie pool.
I want to cool off.
Just roll that thing out on the front lawn, fill it up with water, and just like sploosh on in there.
Yeah. Kakarkan does not feel the same way though, does he?
Yeah. He really tries to get to throw it to Camille, and eventually his balut self-deploys, like it does it automatically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like their whole thing is like, which you would think would be motivated chiefly by Jared. They're like, oh, we gotta get the Gundam Mark II, we gotta get Camille. But like they have to like deploy the thing as soon as possible so they don't die, and like Kakarkan is the one who's like pushing it to see how late he can like deploy the kiddie pool. I think Jared made the right choice doing like the safe health and safety protocol thing, and Kakarkan did it, and he fucking died.
Yeah.
Rip.
Camille boogie boards his way through the balloon, and it just rips up, and the whole thing explodes.
He just like pop.
Boop. It's get a really sad. Well, not sad because I don't care. Look, the animators were tired of drawing Kakarkan's shitty hair, and that's why he had to die.
I noticed a trend here in that I just learned what Kakarkan's name was in this episode, or rather, I just learned who Kakarkan was. I just connected the name to the face in this episode, and then same as Layla, fucking. I'm never learning anyone else's names.
Maybe that's your new type power.
Rip to anyone that Sarah learns their name.
Yeah.
Empty your mind, Sarah.
Thank you,
thoughts.
you, Connor.
It'll keep me alive forever. Oh man. And I this came up on the Discord today. But just the fact, I think it's a great time to bring it up here just because they're all in this scene. But like the fact that Jared, Emma, and Kakarkan are all the same age, they're all 24, and I cannot think of a wider breadth of people I would think have ages.
It's so funny.
Jared is not 24.
Like I said, he's 5 years old and 7 feet tall.
Yeah, yeah. And one of those feet is the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you get him wet, he's 6 feet tall. And as Kakarkan dies, he yells out for his like girlfriend / wife / fiance, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because earlier they were like having a chat, and Jared's like, "Oh, do you have a girl back on Earth?" And Kakarkan's like, "Maybe I do." Well, he's dead now.
Yeah,
he's dead now. He burns up. The last shot of this episode is this like beautiful scene of like all the mobile suits falling through the atmosphere.
They're like
over Jaburo.
They're like little jellyfish coming back down to Earth. It's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or umbrellas.
Yeah, or kiddie pools.
Or kiddie pools.
Yeah.
Sarah, you want to take the episode name this time?
Yeah. Episode 12, The Winds of Jaburo.
Jaburo.
Jabba.
So, 100 mobile suits drop down to Earth. Where are we dropping, boys?
Yeah.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Well, it is not exactly 100 because Camille immediately starts killing people who are completely defenseless.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what the Antarctic Treaty says about this one, bud.
Look, listen. He's never experienced Earth's gravity before, and like he just
That's
gets
true.
a little taste and just pew 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 pew.
Gravity makes you mad in a berserker rage because all you want to do is kill everyone who's in your way of leaving it.
Yeah. It's, imagine you're playing a video game and you finish one battle and you're going straight into the next battle, but you can just like murk people in the loading screen. This is what that feels like right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's like if you spawn into Fortnite and you already have a gun while everyone's parachuting down. It's like, damn,
Yeah,
it's free real estate.
Yeah.
Camille's gonna get that chicken dinner.
Yummy. So Jabiro's under attack. The alarm's going off. They're mobilizing all their gyms and Hyzax and all this.
We see a couple of really weird GM like tanks.
Yeah, they're like sort of like tan colored. They look sort of like the gun tank, but like the top half looks like a gym, not like a weird sort of robot Poochie looking thing.
And we also see
They're fine.
Kai and Rekua are
They got
just
captured.
in jail together.
Yeah.
Remember when we left them off and they were gonna do like a cool Jaburo heist?
No, yeah, they like opened the door to the break room or something and immediately got taken.
Yeah.
They just got captured immediately.
Not to force any shipping onto this, but I do have to make a comment. There's only one bed.
There is only one bed. And Kai immediately took it.
Kai Shiden is an honorable gentleman. He's grown up and matured. He sleeps on the floor while Rekua takes the bed.
No, I think Kai just took it immediately.
Oh man. Or just like Kai just has a constant feed of cigarettes and Red Bull and just doesn't sleep.
You know,
He doesn't need to.
yeah.
He's also a space vampire. He sleeps upside down, suspended from the ceiling.
That's why the suit is so big. It's just full of cigarettes.
It's just full of his sustenance.
You know, listen, he went to Belfast. Mary sold him a bunch of Gallagher cigarettes, and now he's addicted to them.
Yeah.
That's the Belfast speciality. Or
It's-
was
He's
in
had
1979.
He's had a god-awful last 8 years.
It's the only way he can remember her.
Yeah.
It's the only way he can remember, period. But Jared is fucking pissed because he's landed now. He wants Camille to pay because his 24-year-old, 50-year-old looking friend is dead. We get to see so Hyzax are cool. They get to hover like Dom.
So those aren't like everybody can roller skate, but also did you notice that there's the goof flight type is here too?
Yeah, I saw a goof. Very happy to see a goof.
I don't think I noticed that specifically because like this whole time I didn't realize that the blue Hyzax were like specifically the Earth Federation colors of Hyzax. So if I saw a goof, I was just like, the battle is a lot. It's a lot of explosions, and I just like sort of zoned out. I was watching it like 11.
There's like a trio of them that have like the big shoulder spikes, and like they're a little bit darker blue, and they rule. They absolutely fucking rule.
The way this battle is introduced is just extremely funny to me because Kai and Rekua, like, they're having a conversation and Kai is like, oh, like, Titan HQ isn't even here. It would be really, really bad if Ayug attacked Jaburo. And then we, like, Always Sunny font cut to, like, this huge battle where Ayug are attacking Jaburo.
Yeah. It's just, every single time it happens, it's like, I love that humor where it's just like, it's good. I like it.
I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be humor. It's more supposed to be like extreme tragedy and like war is bad and chaos but hey, it is also kind of funny.
Yeah.
Have you considered Wow Cool Robot?
Have you considered Wow Cool Robot?
Have you considered Wow Cool Surfboard?
Well,
Surfboard.
have you considered our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ of Nazareth? Because Jared does finally find Camille and says, "Now I believe there's a God."
Yeah, that's a little interesting line there. Jared has become Catholic.
I don't think he says that in the dub. I feel like I would have noticed that if he'd said it in the dub.
Well, that's all the shame then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just taking all the Catholicism out of anime.
It's truly a shame. Truly a shame. Separation of anime and church.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, much like our Lord and Savior, Camille is like not walking on water, but surfing on water.
Yeah.
the Wave Rider is cool. It can just do that. I like that. I mean, I guess it's just kicking up water. It does look like he's like on the ocean, I guess, with like the amount of waves that are going on. But like, it's the Amazon. It's not really known for its choppiness.
No, it kind of is.
Well, but this isn't like the main river. This is like, certainly some tributary of it. Like,
I mean, Max, like the Amazon's fucking huge.
Yeah.
I played video games and the Amazon's always flattened those, so I don't know what you're on about.
I've been to the Amazon. It's fucking
I've
huge.
played Endless Ocean too, Sarah.
Okay, then
I
you'd know
think
better.
I know what I'm talking about. I did meet the special pink river dolphin there, and he is my friend now.
Okay.
Please respect me.
I will respect the pink river dolphin, and I will not surf on the Amazon.
Here's the thing, is you don't even really need waves if you're Camille, because your boogie board surfboard has rocket jets in it, which means that you can shred your own gnar.
Yeah, boys making waves.
Camille's goofy foot.
Yeah.
In this scene, actually, not to get things slightly more serious again, but this is a scene where I noticed that, like, every time, like, he kills someone, he's like, you shouldn't have come at me. It's your fault I had to kill you.
Yeah,
Stop justifying it.
In the Japanese, or in the subs, he says, if you try to retaliate, you'll die pointlessly. Which is just a weird thing to say when you're charging into an enemy base shooting at people.
Yeah.
You're making me do this, you're making me do this.
But his logic is, I mean, he's coping. He's not coping well, but...
He's coping.
Do what you gotta do, I guess, kid.
The scene that happens next, I know it's not meant to be funny, but it's extremely funny in that Camille stops and he's spaced out and he sees a monkey just hanging out by a log eating something.
It's really sad. What do you mean?
No, it's a baby monkey, like pawing at its dead parent's monkey's arm that's bleeding out underneath the log.
Okay, I did not like pay close enough attention to the scene because my notes just say monkey. So.
Okay, my notes say monkey, but they say monkey with an exclamation mark. Oh no, monkey.
Mine just say dead monkey, unhappy face.
Oh, I'm glad we're all in sync here. But drift compatible.
Jared sends the monkey to hell.
He does. He shoots the monkey. Jared
gives the monkey the sweet release of death.
Oh god.
But yeah, like him and Camille are kind of like doing fight. I think the rest of the gang get into Jaburo, but then it's really empty.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just so funny that Jaburo is like mostly office buildings.
Yeah.
It's like just a bad 90s office park, but in a cave.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of paperwork you have to sign to make, weapons of mass destruction and what have you.
The wheels of war are lubricated with paper.
And pen ink.
Also, it's really funny when the beams shoot perfect circles through the glass.
I like that a lot. That was cute. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah.
This is happening.
But yeah, Quattro mentions like, oh, this feels like a trap. There's something wrong here.
No.
Quattro also, like, as they kind of like take over this area, someone's like, oh, is the poopy whiny new type boy doing better now? And like Quattro's like says like Mr. Wong's corrections are working wonders, which is this like, oh, that's gross. Don't
Quattro, no.
Yeah. Do not turn the boy into a gun.
Too late.
Don't.
But then Camille gets like a DM from Requa and Kai.
I have written down here Camille on the Psychic Discord pinging at Reco Na hashtag 4887 and Gamerlife 420 hashtag 1655.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we've been blocked from the server. Can you like use your admin privileges to like get us out of here?
We posted cringe.
We posted cringe and got sent to horny jail, where there's only one bed.
While this is happening, Jared's fighting Quattro and his sort of regiment, and he's like, what is that golden banana minion looking thing? Is it a Gundam knockoff? And then immediately like blows the head off of a Hyasak, and he's like, not a knockoff, it's not a knockoff.
He just gets immediately wrecked by Quattro, and it rules. It's what he deserves.
There are a lot of good dead robots in this episode, I will say.
Yeah.
Like, you see all the mechanical bits in the neck, and it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that part when we said that there weren't any more nukes?
Yeah.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
Oh, no, man. Oh, shit. Oh, there's nukes. Oh, my God, no.
Yeah. Ayug's interrogating a Federation officer, and he's like, hey, listen, there's nukes here. They're buried. They're set to go off in an hour. Like, please get me out of here. I will do whatever you want. I would like to live, though.
And like it's like for like 5 minutes, everyone's like, "This is just a trick. This guy's lying." And then like 5 minutes later, Quattro comes in and is like, "Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's get out of here, guys.
Time to go."
Yeah.
Time to go."
Jared has officially stopped getting owned, and now simply everyone around him gets owned constantly.
The ownness, it just dissipates. It flows from the source, which is Jared, just around the vicinity.
You know what it is? It's like you know how in Twilight, Edward can never read Bella's mind, and the reason why is because like her latent power is that she projects a shield around herself, but when she becomes a vampire, she can use that like as a tool and like move it to others. Jared's basically figured out how to weaponize his own incompetence and push it onto others.
I wish I didn't know that much Twilight lore.
My girlfriend and I just like watched like all the movies recently.
Why?
They're good.
The first one is legitimately good. The baseball scene fucking rules.
The baseball scene is Kino and should be shown in every film studies
Okay.
class.
Could you imagine if Gundam played baseball?
I want to imagine. Can you imagine if Gundam played volleyball? Imagine if I was editing some Walden Academy like weeks ago because I'm really behind in it, and
There's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
we made up an entire anime that was basketball anime but mechs, and I want it to exist so badly.
What did we call it? We called it like Virtuous Dunks or something like that.
It was just instead of war.
We made
is
up a lot
bad,
of sports in
it should be
that. We made up a
sports is
lot
good.
of sports in that.
There was a lot of
sports is good. Wow, cool polo cross.
Wow,
Yeah.
cool sports.
Who doesn't love polo cross?
What happens? Jared gets his robot's arm blown off.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, they do a cool cross counter. They shoot each other's beams.
Oh yeah, it's really sick.
When you shoot a beam directly into the other beam, it does like a cool feedback explosion, like a beam struggle in DBZ, and everyone gets blown away. It's just like, damn, this is pretty sick, actually.
Yeah. Camille gets launched down a hole.
Not a very deep hole.
The beam struggle came immediately after Camille had just been launched down a hole, come out of the
Yeah.
hole, did the really sick thing, then fell down another hole.
I diagnosed you with hole.
It's because Jared believes in God now, so he makes the environment holy.
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh god. Yeah, and like everyone has to escape now. But I don't. Camille hasn't learned with the nuke yet. He's still freaking out trying to search for Kai and Rekoa.
I think
and then he does.
we learn specifically that like the bombs are going to go off in 35 minutes. Like there's no way they can be deactivated. There's quite a nice wee line from, well, quote unquote nice wee line from Quattro where he's like, well, don't you people realize that's going to be really bad for the environment? Like, why have you done this? And we also learned that like Mirai isn't here because I looked for her.
Yeah, which is good. I guess I want to see everyone white base all grown up, and I will get my wish.
Yeah.
You will.
But Camille's still searching, and he ends up finding Rekoa and Kai. He like, makes his way down there and like blows the roof off and all that, and like Kai seems a little suspicious of the Gundam kid. I can only imagine why.
Oh,
I feel like
one very important Kai line to talk about that happens before this, because him and Rekoa are like in the jail cell.
Right,
like,
they're still locked in.
They're yelling. They're trying to like be like, "Oh, come find us!" Oh, blah blah blah. And Kai is just like fucking yelling and shouting, and Rekoa's like, shouting won't do you any good, Kai. And Kai's like, it makes me feel better, okay? And then continues yelling. I love
Kai so much. I can't believe I used to hate him. Like, character development. Growth. Ugh.
8 years have passed and you're a different person now.
Yeah, your blood is nothing but Red Bull, and your muscles tissue is nothing but cigarettes. An interesting thing that I like to see, well, not like to see, but like, comparing the sort of evacuation procedures of AUG and the Federation, AUG is like, yeah, we have all these prisoners, like, everyone get aboard the ship, we're gonna get everyone out of here, don't worry about it. The Federation is like clawing tooth and nail and like pushing each other off to get on like their one remaining escape shuttle. It's like complete hell.
Oh yeah, the chaos is fuck.
Yeah, it's like, it's rough. People are like clawing, like pulling boots off of each other, like pushing. It's like really like, it's well animated, and that serves to make it seem very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Jared does lose a shoe, and only gets on the plane because he gets saved by a green-haired girl that surely isn't going to be a main character.
I haven't played any Fire Emblem games, so I don't know why a green-haired person could possibly be important. Who can say?
Do you guys in the sub have this thing where like there's a mass of people trying to get on this one plane, and like Jared joins them, you know, he's lost his mobile suit. He only found out like 10 minutes ago that the whole place was going to explode, and he's just like chanting in his own head, if you're weak you won't survive, if you're weak you won't survive, if you're weak you won't survive. Like he chants this for like 30 seconds.
That doesn't happen in the sub, I don't think.
No, it doesn't.
Punching people like in the face to like get ahead of them to get on the plane. It's
It doesn't happen. He's not chanting. He says it out loud, I think, one time.
Yeah, he says it to a bunch of injured people that he rides on a truck with, basically.
Yeah, which is like a cool thing to say to someone who's about to die.
Yeah.
He gets on there though. He escapes, which is good. So we get to see him, you know, beef it some more. We get to see more Jared epic fail moments in the future, which I'm happy about. The final sort of struggle here is, you know, Ayuga's escaping on the two Garudas that the Federation have. Three of these Hyzacs roll up who like don't believe that a nuke is going to go off. They're just trying to like antagonize everyone else as they're escaping.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the Mark II Gundam is like escaping, just like kind of like gently cupping Kai and Rekwa in his hands.
Yeah, it's nice. It reminds me of the Iron Giant.
They're being held.
Yeah. And you know, Camille gets both of them on the ship, like hands Rekua off to I guess one of the Rictiuses that are there, and then like managed to help Kai just like jump onto the floor of the Garuda. And then to get on, Gundam and Hyakushiki hold hands because they're best friends.
Yeah.
It's symbolic, you see.
You know, it's
good.
It's romantic. Small R.
Small R, yeah.
Aviation
not
in space
big
is
R.
all about cuddling and holding hands.
Yeah.
You know what's not romantic though?
When a nuclear bomb goes off?
Polluting the earth.
God, the
Oops.
like animation team really went ham on this one, huh?
I wonder if this is commentary of a sort.
I wonder if this has any kind of like historical context. I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure they just made
Impossible
this up.
to say.
It's impossible to say.
I'm sure this is not supposed to be like you know, like a colony drop moment, basically.
No.
Na said I had all the Gundams in the world if I was a wealthy girl. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
No, yeah. Sometimes you just got to go a little fiddler with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody gets saved. You know, Kai says, "Oh, is that Quattro Vagina?" And then he's on the case.
And then he does speaking emoji.
I don't know why he'd be suspicious of him. I mean, like, he's just a guy, right? He's just a cool-looking blonde.
He can tell by the way that he uses his walk that he's a ladies' man, no time to talk.
No time to
He's
talk.
just looking at that old Quattro with interest, as we all have been for the last 12 episodes.
Yeah.
What's the last thing we see in this episode, please?
I want to see my little boy.
He's not little anymore, Sarah.
Are y'all
I want
hungry?
to see my big thick boy.
Colin, can you drive us to a certain restaurant?
Well, we don't need to drive because apparently they do delivery. Because Carrabba's Italian Grill is here.
Hayato Kobayashi has been eating 2 meals a day at Carrabba's Italian Grill for the last 8 years.
Oh man, we only get to see his head, but that
you can tell
that man has a jawline now.
And I think that like the final bit of the episode is Quattro, you know, the plane calls and is like, "Hi, I'm Hayato Kobayashi. I'm here to drive you to your destination." And then Quattro's like, "Oh, Kaishi and Hayato Kobayashi," and he starts just like making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna collect them all.
The reason he's suspicious is because like he knows Olive Garden does unlimited breadsticks. He doesn't know if Carrabba's does or not. He has to feed Argama somehow.
Yeah.
Please help me. My paramilitary revolutionary force is dying.
God, I'm hungry now. We talked about like a lot of different fun bits of food, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, let's say we whet our appetites a little bit with the segment that I prepared today. I guess prepared is a little bit of an overstatement, but today I'm going to open up my big cool book because we're going to go beyond Toon World today.
Ooh.
You're going to love this. Trust me. Beyond Toon World!
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about a man by the name of Nobuo Tobita, who is, as we know, the role of Camille Bidan in Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. Wikipedia has, like, jack shit on his actual life. All we know is that he was born in 1959 in Japan, and he's been active since 1982. That's, like, basically it, as far as what we know.
Great,
Here's
next.
some roles, though. Yeah, that's it. That's the segment. Obviously, Camille. He's done voices in Victory Gundam and G Gundam as well. He did a lot of random voices in the Kirby TV show, which is pretty cool.
We love to hear it.
We love to hear it. Sarah, do you know Ebisu in Naruto?
Nah. I don't know. I'm very bad with character names, as you may have guessed.
Abisu is the pervy teacher guy with glasses who trains the Hokage's grandson.
Yeah, that's him. That's Camille.
Okay.
Not great, but yeah. He was some Transformers characters in one of the TV shows. He was in Bleach. He was in Code Geass. He was Straits in JoJo's.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. He was this is more for the gamers, but he was Zeku in Street Fighter V. He's like One Piece characters. He's in Brand New Animal as Dante, which I still have yet to see, but I would like to someday. This, like, Wikipedia's done like a whole lot of shit, like a lot of like small rules. He was in Sailor Moon. He was in Saint Seiya. More Transformer stuff. Okay, here you go. This is one's for you, Sarah. Do you remember in season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh, the nasty like Capsule Monsters chess guy that like kidnapped Miho?
Yes.
That's Camille.
Oh my god. That guy was so nasty. Fuck.
Kiwami Warashibe. That's Camille. You hate to see it. Going off the every voice actor has voiced a Pokemon. He's voiced Sableye and Oranguru in the Pokemon TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which, let me just, are you familiar with either of these Pokemon, Sarah?
No.
All right.
Not
What are
really.
you calling?
I know Sableye.
Yeah, so here you go, Sarah. Sableye, I'm going to post an image.
I mean, I know Sableye. I played Emerald on my phone for like a week, and I had a Sableye, and I loved it and cherished it.
Yes, Sableye is an absolute, like, bastard to actually fight in competitively, because it's just, like, it can do a whole lot.
I like Oranguru.
Just a funky little guy.
Yeah, I'm going to post Oranguru for you, Sarah. What if Camille was Monkey? That's Camille.
Okay. He's got a fan.
Big monkey.
He's got
a fan.
He's got the shawl.
He's meant to be like a sort of fortune teller.
Okay.
That is Camille once he's seen the Tears of Time.
Oh, like Guru.
Like orangutan guru. Yeah. He was a voice in BioShock Infinite. He was Dr. Light in Mega Man 11, which is like decently important. He's done like a lot of stuff. He's done like a ton of tokusatsu voices and dubbing and all that. For whatever reason, he's dubbed Steve Carell in 4 different movies.
Okay. Camille Bidan is Steve Carell.
In Dinner for Schmucks, Foxcatcher, The Big Short, and Beautiful Boy, which is just, there's a movie called Beautiful Boy starring Steve Carell. I like that. This is funny to me. And something else for you, Sarah. He dubbed Terry Gilliam in The Meaning of Life.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why that was for you, just because you're, in the UK.
Yeah,
so obviously you have to know all the Monty
I'll take
Python
it.
stuff. And the final funny thing I have is that he dubbed Seth Green in Scooby-Doo 2, the live-action movie.
Okay.
So he has the range, I think we can say for certain.
Seems like he has the range.
He has the range. Yeah, trending 269th this week on BehindTheVoiceActors.com.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you for your service, Nobuo Tobita.
Thank you for your service, Nobuo Tobita.
That'll do it for us today. That was a fun. Imagine having that much talent that you can like be Steve Carell and Seth Green and 2 different Pokemon. Like,
That's the pinnacle of range. Steve Carell, 2 Pokemon?
Peak vocal performance.
That's what peak vocal performance looks like, and we have to respect it.
So that'll take us there. Now is the time in the episode where we sort of shout out what we do and all that. Colin, you can go first.
Yeah, sure. You can find me on Twitter at Padgetish, Padgettish. I am going to be on private by the time this episode goes out. I will I'm switching to a different role at my job, which means that I cannot have public social media, which is fun. But if you send me a request, I will probably let you follow me, no problem. Yeah, I'm going into election season, so that's what my life outside of Gundam is going to be for the next 3 months, and it's going to suck. But
what fun!
Yeah.
Sarah?
Me. I'm Sarah McCostumes. You can find me everywhere at Sarah McCostumes. Also relevant, because last episode I talked about the shirt that Quattro Bugino wears. That's a really nice shirt, and I made that shirt today and yesterday. Like, I just made it because I wanted it. I think I'm gonna start digitizing my patterns for that kind of stuff. And I haven't made this yet, but I know that the handle is free. If you go to gumroad.com/Sarah McCostumes, I should start putting that up. Maybe by the time this goes out. Don't know if I'll have it done, but it might be worth checking out. Gumroad.com/Sarah McCostumes.
Hell yeah.
So people can just like buy the how to make this shirt pattern?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We can all have the Quattro Bugina shirt.
Earth become Quattro.
Yeah.
I'm Max. You can find me on Twitter at MaxyBajillion, and you can also find me on Instagram and pretty much everywhere else at MaxyBajillion. All of our podcasts are linked in the description as usual. This show obviously is on Twitter at Wow Cool Podcast, and you go to noisespace.xyz for this and 132 other podcasts approximately.
Yeah.
Give or take a little bit.
Also, we all have other podcasts, but also you can go to the Noisepace page for Wow Cool Robot and just kind of click on them.
Yeah, and there you click on our host names, and it'll actually like tell you which episodes of other podcasts on the network we've guested on.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Noisepace
Thank
is
you,
a
Matt
good
GameCube.
website. Thank you, Matt.
Many
GameCube.
are saying this.
Thank you, Matt GameCubo Captain.
Oh, Captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. That the last thing we do today is one of us has to give a robot of the week.
Max.
Oh, I think it is my turn,
Max.
isn't it? My robot of the week is the Scorpion Sentinel from Final Fantasy VII Remake. I beat the game this morning. I got to see my good friend Sephiroth.
Congratulations.
And I'm gonna
That's terrifying.
The fight is so sick. One Winged Angel beats my ass every time I hear it. Sometimes
Sorry, what?
It's so good. Yeah, Scorpion Sentinel's cool. It's a big robot that has a scorpion tail, and you fight it in Mako Reactor 1.
Hell yeah.
It's red. It can heal itself and put shields off and shoot missiles.
Hell
and
yeah.
it's a really, really cool and very difficult boss fight to start the game out with. And I'm going to try it on hard later, and I'm probably going to die.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because I have my good friends Cloud and Barrett to help me.
Nice.
I don't really care a whole lot for Final Fantasy VII in the grand scheme of Final Fantasies, but the remake is really, really
That's
good.
Cool.
Well, that'll do it for us. Thank you all for tuning in for another week of robot content. So as we say to close this show out, in the words of our ancestors whose corpses are floating throughout the rings of Saturn, war is bad.
Bazooka.
You zagged on us a little bit there.